Hello everybody, it's Cherry on the Trails. We're back with another Can-Am Outlander Max 570 XT quad bike ride on what is a stunning day after we've had essentially 4 or 5 days of just non-stop rain. Usually I would be, in a typical British manner, very disappointed with the rain, but actually I was thinking the whole time that this is going to make this video particularly interesting to film, because all of the lanes up towards Grantham have huge dips which typically fill up with water, obviously to a pretty deep level. So it's going to make this very exciting today, and it should make great watching. So if you've watched any of my other videos, thank you, and we're going to start this one today just outside Pickworth, in between Ryle and Pickworth, and this lane just starts here. So you'll see just how muddy and rainy it has been if you're watching from outside the UK. So I was out here actually probably earlier on in the year, and it was late at night. It must have been the early part of the year because it was freezing, and there was a Range Rover or something that I was following down this particular track, and it was nowhere near as muddy as this. I don't think they'd have had any issue if it was, but it was just quite interesting that I'm obviously on my quad bike and they're on their, or in their 4x4. I could go much quicker, of course. Oh yes, we've already got some splashes from the small puddles. There is actually a larger puddle through these trees and just on the bend, and it always gets the water rising above the quad bike into the frame of the camera lens, which makes for good watching, I'm sure. I wonder when you were going to fly off. Oh, and you're stupid enough to land up where I'm about to drive up to. Now, of course, this centre path with the grass is actually, or the centre part of the road's just a little bit too wide for the quad to straddle in places. I'm doing my best here. Right, this is the puddle I was just referring to, so I'll give it a little bit of beans through here. Oh! And as he does that, he drenches his leg. Well, you can't say that I'm not committed to the cause of making an interesting and entertaining video, that's for sure. I wonder if that's thumbnail worthy. I've got it all over my goggles as well. Ah, that's brilliant. Well, there's a little taster of what's to come. Obviously, the road driving I'll limit showing you, because it's obviously pretty dull, and I'll try and keep this video a bit shorter than my last one, so you don't have to hang around and listen to me babble on. It's all about the riding and all about the point of view that you want to see. So I did have some nice comments actually from people asking about other videos, such as can you review the quad bike, which I absolutely will do, and in fact I might stop off at some point on this ride and film that. I did record one last time, but the drone footage, it just didn't look so great. It had a bit of a mind of its own, and it didn't follow me where I wanted it to and things, and some of the key points, some of the observations on the quad bike just weren't there, and I didn't have any B-roll to kind of fill in for it, because it would have been disjointed, you know, it would have been filmed at home or something. So I'll try and make a little bit of a nicer one. If it's not today, I will do. We've got to try and find, God, it's a bit bumpy here. I've got to try and find a day when my wife and I don't have our son, so that we can both go out together and show you what it's like with two. That would be really nice. I mean, that's one of the pretty much the reason I got this this quad bike, was to have two people on it. So it'd be nice to show you when we do have two on. You're right, that's okay. I'll just thank you very much. Thanks. That one looked a bit older than the other one, and I thought, I wonder if it's deaf or blind and it can't actually understand that I'm coming. So this is almost the end of the track, this first green lane on our journey. And I'll now be heading essentially all the back, well, it's the back roads through up to Clipsham. We go underneath the A1, up to Stretton, and then we go up to Thistleton, where there is the start of the really long lane. It goes all the way up to sort of Beaver Castle. I did mention it on my previous videos. I will probably go and work there after my commute this morning. I mean, what a commute this is. I mean, I'm commuting to a remote place to work, but you know, you get the drift. Right, so there's a fair bit of road riding now, probably about 5-6 miles, so I will join you back at the start of the trail at Thistleton. So here we go, this is the start of the lane. You go through these tight gaps that they've made tighter to stop the big 4x4s that used to come down here, coming down. I mean, you can see just, you'd never get a 4x4 down here anymore. Oh, it is super skiddy. It is going to be so muddy and slippy on the tricky sections. There's loads of dew on the grass still. Oh yes, we're slipping and sliding into these already. And there is some really challenging sections to this trail. Not here, of course, because we go around the side of the track, farmer's field here on this track. But in the next section, it gets muddy and deep mud as well. This is not going to look as clean as it. Well, let's say this was clean now. It's not clean, but it is going to be much dirtier than it is now when we finish with it. It's going to need a good wash. Oh, God, I can feel the. I mean, I'm only. Oh, that was a bit deep. That one. I might just have to check I've not taken the skid plate off there, because we definitely hit the skid plate. Yeah, that's where we just hit it, if you can just see. And that's why you have a skid plate on, because if you didn't, you'd probably bottom it out properly and end up doing yourself some damage. And that was only what, I don't even know, less than maybe 10 miles an hour. I'm actually quite nervous that I'm recording this, because you may very well watch me get stuck. So what I will do to save issues is I'm going to put it into all-wheel drive or 4x4 mode. So I don't really want to go down that one just yet. I need to warm up. I need to need to warm up into this one. Okay, so you can see where I just turned off Viking Way onto that first lane, and then we've just gone down the side of that field, and you can see I've just started on this lane here, which goes all the way up Buckminster. There's a bit of road, then you do this King Street lane, and then you can either go right into Sproxton or you can go left out towards sort of Waltham Way, and come up Waltham on the Wolds and go round. You can keep going up to sort of Croxton Kerrill area, which I'm probably going to have lunch somewhere there, and then you can come back along some of these lanes through Skillington, and if you want to go a bit further you can go up to Harlexton and Denton, where there are a few others you can see here. There's some Viking Way. Some of these you can't go on, some of these you can. So this one's okay, all the way past the big wood. That is absolutely brilliant, by the way. Oh, I've got a spider on me. There he is. Yeah, they're quite good because it goes through some woodland and it is super muddy there. But we may not have time to get, maybe that'll have to be another video because I'm not sure if we're going to have time to go that far today. But that's the route I intend to go. So I'll keep this kind of open and everything's recording, and we're in 4-wheel drive and we're off. Excuse me. Right, just going to check the microphone's not going to fall out of my helmet. God, I've not actually seen it this overgrown before. I don't know if they ever come down here and trim it, any of the farmers, because it doesn't look like they ever bring any farm machinery down these particular lanes, because there's quite a lot of access roads like around. Oh, this is brilliant. Oh, this is super skiddy, it's absolutely amazing. Right, here we go. So I will start so these don't look deep, but they are deeper than they look. There's a few tyres around. Now this one, you can see just by the exit how steep this is. So I'm going to definitely have to put my feet up for this one and hope for the best. Oh, look at that. Oh yes. And now we're going to get stuck. Oh no, we're alright. Well, that was awesome. I probably should have filmed that from the drone or something. I'll try it on the way back, shall I? Right, we'll go this side, because that is a pig. When you even I mean, I'm hoping I don't fall in any of these, because I'm going to really struggle to get it out today with it being so muddy. Yeah, look at it. I'm going to try and keep both tyres in these ruts on this left hand side, because we are going to be skidding. Whoa. This is why sometimes it'd be nice to come with other people, because if you do get stuck you've got a helping hand. And plus you get to talk about how difficult or not some of the sections are. Cool, that was a big rock. Oh, I need to take my hand off, which is not ideal. Sometimes if you take your hand off and then you end up sort of pushing the accelerator and you end up making it really hard on yourself. Oh, it's such a capable machine. Oh, amazing. Alright, this section I have got stuck in a few times. a lot of people go that side to avoid it. The problem is, I don't even know if I can hop off here, probably not, but they are super deep. Like the ruts are even deeper than this side. You're actually better off going through the water here, especially if you're on a quad. If you're on a motorbike, definitely go that way, because obviously this is super slippy. But if you've got a quad, I would definitely advise going this side. If you've got two on, one of you will have to get off, because you will bottom out. But oh my goodness, look at those tyres. Right. Oh, a bit sideways action. Oh, slipped into that one because I was looking down to check I've got the drone remote. Go. Okay, we're going to get some nice splashes on the camera now on this second section of this lane. Oh yes. Splash. Right, let's carry on. Awesome tractor. So this is where it's going to get really fun. It gets super muddy, super wet. I don't even know actually. I'm just going to clean the GoPro lens because I'm not sure if I've splashed it yet, but yeah, they've ended up putting blocks here to stop people from abusing this. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm kind of pleased they've done that because that section up there is just terrible. Oh yeah, we're through. God. This one's probably the deepest one, so let's... Holy moly. You can see, just looking at the front of the quad, how deep that was. It's almost in the front box. Wow. I remember being beginner on this and they genuinely scared the living daylights out of me. I think now I've had it a year, I'm confident in the quad's ability to handle that sort of thing. But because it's so alien to you as a car driver, going through stuff like that, you just have no idea what these machines are capable of. But as I've just proved to you, this thing is incredibly capable. Oh, a few thorns there, but thankfully I've got my gloves on. Right, now we've got a bit of space, I'll just have a quick check how everything's looking. Oh, you wouldn't have thought we'd been off-road. Look, we're giving it a nice wash. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. I wonder if that's a model or whether that's a... Oh, wowee. Wow. I suspect that's a model, which is incredible. Goodness me, that is insane. I just heard this aircraft sound come overhead and I thought, what on earth is that? Wow. I did not think I would see that on this ride. I've never seen it. I've never seen a model aircraft like that. Obviously I watch things on YouTube, but that is something else, isn't it? Oh god, there's another one gone up. Huh. I wonder if I can actually see where they're taking off from. Because presumably, I mean, I can see a windsock. So where are these people operating it from? Oh, they must be over there. That's amazing. This one is absolutely rapid. Wow. Right, well, that's it. Let's end the video there, guys. No, I'm joking, I'm joking. But wow, that's a... Goodness me, that is something I would never have expected to see. It just, honestly, my adrenaline went through the roof. I just did not know what that was. Yeah, there's a whole section of people over there. Obviously a model aircraft centre. I might actually have a look, because it's called, it's obviously Buckminster Lodge. Oh wow, there's another one there, look. Fancy that. Well, that's a whole different other YouTube niche. Right, back to trying to avoid trees and getting stuck in the mud. Still see the flashing red from my GoPro, which is good. I bet they were probably thinking, what's this doofus on his quad doing in the background? So here's the road section just up to the next green lane. It's very short, it's probably half a mile or so. And I will have to disable the four-wheel drive on the road. No need for four-wheel drive down here. Or I should say locking diff, or whatever the actual technical term is. Oh, I knew this would be fun after the rain, I knew it. Although we haven't got the hills and, you know, the landscapes, we do have some fantastic lanes around here. You will often come across motocross and other group riders along here in this neck of the woods. It's a little bit more friendly for them. See, they have tried to put some new stone in to help with the rutting. There we go. Here's another big one. That's actually deeper than I thought. Now, funny story about this junction. So, when I was with my wife on this route, we were travelling up here. We'd gone through some of the really boggy sections, and we came across a road cyclist. You know, that have the really skinny tyres and in lycra. And bless her, she was going to. Oh, my foot's just gone. She was going to a road race, and she said, "Oh, I was just following the maps, and this said I could go down here because it was a shortcut." And she had no idea it was like this. And she'd kind of got so far along it. I'll show you where she got up to. That she kind of committed herself. She was like, "Well, I'm just going to have to do it." And she flagged us down and said, "Oh, would you mind giving me a lift to the road?" And I said, "Yeah, no worries." So my wife hopped off and waited in the field, and she sat on the back holding onto her bike, and we gave her a lift up to that junction there, and off she went. But it was just hilarious. Now, I used to go round this one, but I'm feeling brave today. I might go through the middle. I honestly don't know how deep this is, because I've never been through it. But there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Right, diff lock engaged. Let's see. I may have to bail. Oh, it's getting deeper. Oh my god. That's definitely up there on the depth scale. But now I know, I'll go through it again. And that, you see, you can't do on a bike, really. And that's one of the reasons, again, I love quad bikes, because one minute you can be going through, 3-4 feet of water, and the next minute you're doing 60 on a road. I just don't think there's anything like that. Yeah, it was about here where we came across this girl with her bike, and I took her through that. Well, as I said, I've not been through it before, so I took her around it. She wasn't really dressed for the occasion, was she, to off-roading? So much water. This is fantastic. Oh my, I can just feel that water going down my sock now. I can't believe how much fuel I've burned. It's remarkable. I had started off with half a tank. Half a tank. I've had a full tank, but I've now got half a tank. I'll most likely have to fill up somewhere, which I've never actually had to do on this route before. But I wonder if it's just because I'm braver now and I'm going a bit quicker. That section just to the left there, we might come back that way. That's a really flat, fast section through some trees and woodland, and it's really, really fun. Go on, Mike! Crikey! Yeah, that was a bit deeper than I thought, that side, and I was checking my right hand side, and then we tipped left and I got drenched on this side. Yeah, that's funny. Oh yes. Hop, skip and jump around that one. I think the water even changed the screen on my phone. It's not showing the maps anymore. Oh, that's stinky as well, that puddle. God, got a bit of bush in the back of on the back of the quad. Oh, it's so good. Dodging some of these. Don't know if this is going to... No, that's alright. There's some farm traffic up here, so I'll just have to watch out. And it just goes round to the left. So he's backing up there, or she's backing up there, I should say. Just nip round while she's there. That's good timing for some lunch, I think. Well, if you made it this far again, thank you for watching. It has been awesome. I'll record the journey back as well, maybe throw in some of those clips too, or alternatively I'll make another video for it. But again, the route will be in the description, so you can come and enjoy this yourselves as well if you are ever down this way. If you have any questions, do let me know, and I'll see you in the quad review video. Try and balance it. Oh no, we've slid.